Ulrika Jonsson, 55, has voiced her stance on Mother's Day as she asked her children not to get her any gifts. The mum of four went as far as admitting she wanted to scrap the annual event after allowing children to ruin her life. She said, "I'm trying not to be a negative Nelly about it, but, while it should be a joyful, heartwarming day for those of us who've been foolish enough to allow children to ruin our lives, I can't deny I find it tricky to navigate." Ulrika went on to explain that, while she had been lucky enough to welcome four children into the world, other women had had more tragic experiences. She continued, "I don't want gifts. I simply ask my kids for good behavior and some familial kindness for a couple of hours. Even this, more often than not, falls on deaf ears. I am very lucky to have had my maternal instincts fulfilled by becoming a mother 4 times over, but I know that for many mothers it's going to be a difficult day. There are many mums who, for whatever tragic reason, will be unable to spend it with their offspring, and here am I moaning about feeling forced to endure the day with mine," Ulrika added in her new column for The Sun. Ulrika also expressed her sadness for those who do not have any choice about seeing their children. She shared, "I also think of all the women who no longer have a mum to celebrate. For them, tomorrow will be a giant pit of heartache." Ulrika has been outspoken about her views on women's issues, having recently backed Mel B when she voiced her mistrust in the police in light of how domestic abuse cases are handled across the UK. The former Gladiators star opened up about how she feels women's faith in the system has disappeared following the news that Joanna Simpson's killer might soon walk free. She also praised Mel B for her efforts in campaigning for domestic abuse to be treated with greater urgency. In her new column, Ulrika spoke about Joanna Simpson's killer, Robert Brown, who could go free from prison after serving just half of his 26-year prison sentence. As Ulrika recalled in a previous opinion piece for the aforementioned news outlet, the evil killer bludgeoned his wife to death with a claw hammer in 2010 within earshot of their 2 children. Don't miss. The Wire and John Wick star Lance Reddick has died at home. Latest: Amy Nuttall demands divorce from Andrew Buchan as co-star fling ends. Comment: Hugh Grant defended by Drew Barrymore over grumpy Ashley Graham chat. Opinion: in light of the story, Ulrika talked more widely about how the police handled domestic abuse cases in this country, and why it fueled women's mistrust of the people who are supposed to keep them safe. Earlier this month, Mel B told BBC Newsnight she would only report domestic abuse if the whole entire system of justice was reformed by the government. She said that she would not trust the police with the issue, for fear of not being taken seriously. The singer has become a firm campaigner for domestic abuse survivors after leaving what she has described as an abusive relationship. "I wouldn't call the police, because I wouldn't know if they would take it seriously," the Women's Aid patron said. She went on to explain how she felt police officers need better education in order to spot the telltale signs that someone is a victim of abuse. "Like if I'm living here and I want to report it to the police, I don't know if I can trust the police," she said. "I don't know if they're going to take my allegations seriously," she reiterated.